Warning, I'm on a journey to handicap home runs in Major League Baseball. I'm not claiming to be sharp. I'm not claiming to have an edge. I bait. Yep, I'm over here baiting. I bet based on the three Ps, pitcher, park, and price, we probably won't win long term. This is for entertainment and education. If you like the video, like the video. There's no added vig for clicking that thumb. I love you all. Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, and yesterday was our best day to date. Holy smokes. There's no way to sugarcoat it. We crushed it. Plus 8.8 units on the day. We hit Olsen, Turang, Ramirez, Garcia, Lowe, Abrams, Carpenter, and Green. I think I'm most proud of the Washington Nationals spread that I had. I said I think Brandon Pfaadt is gettable. I think Washington conditions are good. I think these lefties could really do some damage to him. Garcia, Lowe, and Abrams, all cash. That's great. Riley Carpenter, I said, was a good price at $650. That was great. And the Bryce Turang at 14-1 certainly did not hurt at all. Tremendous day yesterday. Again, quick shout out to Ballpark Pal. I use Ballpark Pal. It's the only paid service that I use when I track some of this data for these home runs and come to my picks. So if you are interested in using the Ballpark Pal tool, which offers you a ton of data as it relates to every single day in baseball, you can go over there, use code GMG50, get $10 off your first year. It brings it to $50 for the entire year, and it's 26 cents a day, so that's pretty good. Here are the games for today. Again, kind of brutal. I want to give a quick sort of blanket statement. I was talking with some guys this morning, and it's important to note that weather does matter. Parks do matter, but I look at these all as mattering together. So just because you see a minus 37 doesn't mean that there's going to be no home runs hit in the game. Just because you see a plus 15 doesn't mean there's going to be 6 home runs hit in the game. I am used to these numbers and kind of what they entail, and I've kind of accustomed myself or acclimated myself to a rounded variety of different factors. And so these are just a piece of the puzzle for me. They are not the entire puzzle. I just want to give that warning that, because yesterday, Washington, I played 6 guys and it was minus 18 and we hit 3 of them. So it's not the end all be all. We'll start with the game in Colorado. And again, I'm staying away from it. Yesterday, I believe there were 1 or 2 home runs in that stadium. It was brutal weather. It's brutal weather again today, although not as brutal. But I'm just not interested in Oakland or Colorado bats at this time. Game in Pittsburgh is plus 15, but I don't really see that because this is the wind is helping, but it's to the deepest part of PNC Park. So I kept it light, only 2 plays. Paul Goldschmidt at 4.5-1 and Anthony Volpe at 10-1. I think is a good price. I don't know if he traditionally has the power to get it out there, but at 10-1, I think he could offer some value to us at that number. I wouldn't play it down past 800 if you're looking at another book besides Fanatics. Game in Washington again. Arizona and Washington today. Randall Grichuk, Eugenio Suarez, Paul DeJong, Dylan Cruz are going to be my 4 plays. Suarez is a little lower than I would have liked. Around 400 was good. He's 390, so we will take it. Paul DeJong, I guess is technically how you say that. I like DeJong. It just sounds cooler. Dylan Cruz, again, not a traditionally a big bat, but he swings very fast and he has some pretty decent contact. So I like the matchup, and I think 830 is a fine price for Dylan Cruz today. Game in Atlanta, Miami versus Atlanta. Pretty neutral conditions. I'm going back to the Miami bats, and again, maybe this is going to be a bad decision, but I'm doing it. Kyle Stowers, Matt Mervis, and Griffin Conine, all in that 600 range. I think these guys are underpriced and undervalued, especially Matt Mervis. I think Matt Mervis at 6-1 is a really good price in Atlanta. Miami, everybody's kind of doubting them or sleeping on them, so I would take this time to hopefully get some value before these numbers come back to what I think they should be. Tampa Bay and Texas, game in a stadium. And Jacob deGrom is pitching. We saw him pitch about 75 pitches last time he was out. I would imagine he sees about the same amount. I think he's gettable today. Brandon Lowe at 5-1 is a really good price. And Cameron Misner is fantastic at 10-1. Maybe one of my favorite plays of the day. I think I would have taken him at 650. And again, guys, I know that I'm saying these things and then they're hitting, and we've had some really good success. Please don't overextend just because I say those things. I'm just saying that I think this is a good, I still think he should be 6-7 to 1. So like that's still a 1 in 7 shot, like once a week. Like I want you to think of a day of the week. Okay, you got it. Was it Thursday? Oh, you lost. Like it's still not super likely, but we're getting decent odds on him. So yeah, Cameron Misner, another one of my favorite plays. Keeping with the same game, Taj Bradley's pitching for Tampa Bay, and I think he is historically known for giving up hard contact. So I've got 3 guys. Corey Seager at 330. It's right on the threshold. I would have liked to see above 350, but I didn't want to go below 300. Jock Peterson at 425. I was fine. I had it about 4-1. And then Laudy Taveras again, 10-1. Anything over 8-1 would have been fine. So that's what we're locking in there. Cincinnati and Milwaukee. Can the Reds get it going? We'll see. Garrett Mitchell, Christian Yelich, and we're going back to Bryce Turang. If the guy is seeing the ball as well as he is and making the contact as well as he is, he's kind of like Tommy Edman. I think he's underpriced. He's 13-1 again, and it's the same sort of matchup. He's hit 2 already this year. So yeah, well, I'm not going to argue with that number. 13-1 there, Yelich at 560, and then Garrett Mitchell at 900 I think is also a good price. Over on the other side of the ball, we have the Cincinnati Reds, Elly De La Cruz at 425, Candelario I think is due, if due is a thing you want to base your bets on, 6-1, and TJ Friedel at 7-1 there. Game in Philadelphia. Where did that go? Are we skipping? Oh, man, the thing updated, so it jumped all the way down here. Okay, L.A. and Philadelphia. Nola's on the mound, and then Sasaki, the new pitcher for the Dodgers, is pitching. Kyle Schwarber. You're not going to see Kyle Schwarber above 350 very often. I'm okay with the matchup, so we'll lock in Kyle Schwarber. Bryce Harper at 460, Max Kepler at 630, and Brandon Marsh at 9-1. So I guess you could say that I am fading the debut of the Dodgers' new pitcher. I think it's the debut. If he has already pitched before, forgive me, but I don't think he has. But now that I say that, I'm starting to have some regrets or second guesses. On the other side of the ball, Tommy Edman hit one last night, and we got him at 11-1. So I'm still a little shocked. He said 5 home runs on the year, and I'm just going to trust that something has changed with his swing, with his vision, with his confidence, and I think these numbers are not regressing towards the mean. We'll just say that. So we'll take him at 11-1. Wouldn't play him below 9-1 though. Max Muncy, he is historically horrible against Aaron Nola. I think he has 20-some plate appearances and maybe 1 hit, like 10 strikeouts. But at that number, 520 at a small venue, small outfield, I'll take it for Max Muncy. And then we'll have to skip down. I didn't play any at Boston, didn't play any at Detroit, didn't play any at San Francisco, didn't play any at Minnesota, didn't play any at Kansas City. For LA, I played a couple here, so we'll look at those. Jose Ramirez, we cashed last night at 6-1, 5-1. He ended up hitting 3 home runs. So talk about seeing the ball and feeling comfortable in a park. I'll play him at 5-1 today. Nolan Jones on the other side for the Angels didn't play last night, has been dealing with some injuries. I'm hoping that he is back and he is healthy. So it's a little bit of a stretch here with Nolan Jones. I had it priced closer to 650, so I'll take the 900. Only plays in that game. And then finally, we have the game in Chicago at Wrigley. Wind is not helping by any means, but I don't think it's going to be too detrimental. It's a little chilly, but I still think there's value in some of the numbers we got. Kyle Tucker at 6-1 is a good price for a guy who's seeing the ball well. Michael Busch and Ian Happ both at 7-1. Those are all the plays today. Keeping it fairly light, which is funny. You throw out 20-some home run plays and it's light. But again, I'm going to stick to my system. I know these are hard to tail. I got a comment in the last video that says, hey, can you give us your top picks? I don't love doing that because as soon as I start picking and choosing, then, 3 guys hit and the 3 guys I give out don't. And then now you're frustrated. So I'll do it, but I understand I don't love it. And I'm going to go strictly based on value here rather than matchup. I think Mervis is good value. I think Misner is good value. I think Mitchell at 9-1 is good value. I think Candelario at 6-1 is good value. I think Marsh at 9-1 is good value. Edman at 11-1 is good value. Muncy at 5.2 is good value, although his history would suggest maybe it's not. Nolan Jones at 9-1 is good value. Kyle Tucker at 6-1 is good value. It's what I got for you. But I'm trying my system and it's working for me. So I'm going to keep doing that. And hopefully it's providing value to you in some way. I understand how it could be frustrating if you're picking 5 guys and you're picking the wrong 5, and then you see the next day that I hit 6, and then it may encourage you to overextend and overbet. So I get that. It's part of the reason why I don't love this setup. But again, it's working for me. I want to show that I can do this. And so far, we're doing it. So thank you guys. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the Final Four games. Enjoy baseball. Enjoy your life. Enjoy it all. I'm going to go make myself another cup of coffee and get going.